Between 2025 and 2026, the IELTS exam underwent more structural and policy changes than in the previous 10 years combined. For years, the path to a high band score relied on test hacking, using memorized essay templates, keyword skimming, and exploiting the predictable order of questions. Most candidates are still preparing with legacy materials that prioritize these specific shortcuts. Strategies that were once standard now trigger specific penalties. The 2026 exam is structured to filter out responses without original language production. In the writing module, a memorized introduction can now result in an immediate score cap. We're going to break down these new marking policies, the shift in reading and listening randomization, and how to utilize the new digital recovery options. Sticking to outdated prep habits is no longer just inefficient, it actively prevents you from reaching the band scores required for most university and visa applications. The most significant risk to your score is the updated enforcement of the anti-template rule in the writing module. Examiners now flag responses that use fixed introductions or body paragraph structures with placeholder topics copied from prep courses. Under the 2026 marking logic, if an essay is flagged as memorized, your task response score is capped at a 4.0. This applies regardless of grammar or vocabulary. The task response score dictates your ceiling. In Task 1, simple single graph descriptions are being replaced by mixed data tasks. You might now see a pie chart paired with a table. This forces you to synthesize the relationship between different datasets instead of listing simple trends. While this increases the cognitive load, it allows you to demonstrate data selection skills that simple descriptions cannot capture. To succeed, you must move away from memorizing scripts and focus on learning the principles of argument and data analysis. The reading and listening modules have also been redesigned to eliminate predictable patterns. Previously, many candidates used keyword skimming because they knew answers would appear in chronological order throughout the passage. In 2026 papers, answer locations jump between paragraphs to neutralize chronological scanning. You will see more matching sentence endings tasks. These require understanding logical connections between two halves of a statement, not just locating keywords. In listening, large predictable tasks like map labeling are being broken into smaller, randomized matching sections. The audio now features a wider range of global English accents, including speakers from South Asia and Europe, alongside British and Australian voices. One mechanical update: typing limits in parts 1 and 4 are strictly reduced to one word, which reduces the chance of losing points to spelling or grammar errors in your notes. Preparation now requires genuine comprehension. Predicting your way to a high score is no longer a viable strategy. Beyond the question types, 2026 has fundamentally changed how the test is delivered. Paper-based testing is no longer the default. Several countries have already fully transitioned to digital-only delivery. For the remaining paper centers, pencils are no longer permitted. You must use a provided black ballpoint pen for all sections. Since you cannot erase, mistakes must be crossed out with a single line. This adds significant pressure to your time management and clarity of writing. The new standard is computer-delivered testing and speaking exams conducted via video call. This digital shift enables a new score recovery option, the one-skill retake. If you fall short in a single section, you can retake just that module within 60 days, rather than repeating the entire exam. Note that this is an exclusive benefit of computer-delivered tests. If you choose a paper-based exam, you are not eligible for a retake. You must also complete the retake within 60 days of the original test date through a participating center. The grading is stricter, but the shift to digital delivery means a single mistake no longer requires you to start the entire certification process from scratch. This matrix illustrates the 2026 ecosystem, prioritizing authentic communication over test-taking tricks. Candidates relying on legacy hacks like memorized templates sit in a high-risk category, but those building real vocabulary and utilizing the one-skill retake see the highest probability of reaching their target bands. Your first step is to audit your study materials. Immediately discard any prep that encourages you to memorize fixed essay introductions. Second, practice your writing on a digital screen under timed conditions. Speed and accuracy on a keyboard are now as important as your handwriting once was. Finally, listen to a variety of English media daily to familiarize yourself with global accents beyond just British and Australian. The 2026 updates have removed many of the shortcuts candidates once used. This ensures your final band score is an accurate reflection of how you will actually communicate in an English-speaking environment.